ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the TEDxShaheStreetSalon Yale Percussion Group Tour 2023 深圳。女士们、先生们，晚上好！欢迎来到2023年 TEDx 沙河街音乐沙龙之耶鲁打击乐组演出现场。我是本次活动主持人 Alina 的陈星。
大家晚上好，我是黄思佳。
我是杨青兰 Michael。
非常感谢大家今天有时间可以来到我们 Yale Percussion Group 的音乐会。在我们演出开始之前，我想要向大家介绍一下我们的演出形式以及曲目的介绍。
演讲呢，思佳会用中文，我会用英文。I will do the speech in English, and 思佳will do this in Chinese.
我们今天的演出形式是 chamber music， 也就是我们俗称的重奏或者是室内乐。
So this concert is not only that because we are going to do first of all kind of a crash course into a very specific type of chamber music, percussion chamber music. When we talk about percussion, you might first think about drums or drum set, or perhaps in the back of an orchestra, percussionists playing timpani, playing crash cymbals, playing triangles. We have none of that here. Instead, we have modern percussion instruments.
说到重奏，大家的第一反应应该是弦乐四重奏、三重奏，或者是钢琴的三重奏。但是今天我们想要给大家带来的是纯打击乐的重奏音乐会。那么大家听到打击乐，那第一个反应应该是架子鼓。但是大家千万不要因为自己的反应而感到惊讶，因为这也是我当时开始学打击乐的时候的第一个反应。当我在8岁的时候，我一直想要学习架子鼓，于是我的外公就找到了丁刀老师，开始学习架子鼓。我在丁老师的琴房里面打了6个月的小钟，然后后知后觉的发现，为什么我这6个月都在打一支鼓，我其他的鼓去哪里了？于是丁老师才告诉我说，原来我打的是古典打击乐。在丁老师告诉我这个事实以后，我又被迫接受了别的乐器，也就是我们身后的马林巴、颤音琴，还有钢片琴等等等等。这些乐器让我更加热爱打击乐，也是为什么我现在继续坚持热爱打击乐的原因。
Exactly, and as CJ mentioned, the marimba, the vibraphone are all percussion instruments, and also behind that there's pianos, which you might have heard can also be considered as percussion. When you hit the key, the action causes the hammer to strike back up at the string. And when something is struck, that is percussion.
就像 Michael 说的一样，钢琴其实也是打击乐的一种，也就是我们所说的万物皆可打击乐。
It sounds cliché, but exactly what CJ said. Everything can be percussion. A piece of wood can be percussion, or as you may want to see, or you may have already seen, in the short video clip we will be playing for you again, wine glasses are also percussion.
那么接下来呢，我想向大家分享一个3分钟的视频，可能大家已经看过一遍了，但是大家不妨再看一遍。在这个视频里面有展现更多的打击乐的不同的种类。在视频里面，你们也会看到我们用红酒杯、木板等等等等其他奇怪的乐器去演奏音乐。
Yale Percussion Group. And you might have noticed that in the videos we've shown, it's all us playing together. It's not like we don't play solos. It's not like we don't play orchestras. We play a lot of that actually. But chamber music is such a huge part of the curriculum for percussionists at Yale.
在刚刚的视频里面，大家也看到了，我们的演出形式永远都是等于或者是多于两个人，这也就是我们所说的室内乐。室内乐呢，在 Yale Percussion Group 里面占比非常重，但是这不代表我们不打独奏，或者是不打乐队的演奏。
And I think it's all because of our mentor and teacher, Professor Van Sice. He's the one who really cherishes this type of music. He believes that our young and fledgling art form, the percussive art, which has only existed for 3/4 of a century, he believes it to be just as rich and vibrant as, for instance, the string quartet.
就像 Michael 说的一样，我们的教授 Robert Van Sice 认为，打击乐的重奏也可以像弦乐四重奏一样优秀以及具有魅力。
Think about the string quartet. What four individual players, together their sound coalesce and cohere and unify to form a whole greater than the sum of its parts. This is what Professor Van Sice wants us to do. This is what we're bringing you today.
这也就是我们今天要为大家带来的演出，也就是重奏。但是我想要提出一个打击乐重奏和别的重奏形式非常不一样的一点，它也是我们最困难的一点，因为我们的打击乐器它的发声比较短，比较快，不像弦乐的乐器一样有延音。那我们需要通过非常多的排练的时间去达成默契。我们在训练的过程中，我们会学习到如何与别人沟通，以及如何不用语言的方式去和对方沟通，以及达成默契。
What he just said is so true. I think percussion, unlike, let's say, string instruments, is so hard to play together. Our sound is always articulate. We have so little leeway for rhythmic precision. And this is why, perhaps, the Yale Percussion Group only creates a singular concert program each academic year. We work exclusively with each other, tirelessly for months on end, to serve the music, to make our pieces sound the best as we can possibly make it.
这也是为什么我们 Yale Percussion Group 在每一个学年只会演出一场重奏音乐会，因为在演出之前，我们要通过数月的排练去练习我们所有的曲目、所有的片段、所有的音符，甚至每一个节奏。这也是为什么我非常的荣幸可以把我其他的5位小伙伴从学校带来深圳，为大家演奏我们热爱的音乐，以及这些曲目也是我们往年音乐会演奏的曲目。
I think other YPG members can attest to this. We are so grateful to be here, to be able to bring our concert program to you, and to bring, the Yale vision, Bob's vision to you, to all experience. Bob has done so much for us. He has done so much for the percussive arts. He has changed the landscape of how the public audience know percussionists. And I think more importantly, perhaps, he also has let composers know what we are capable of. I think CJ and I has talked enough for now. I think it's worth it, of course, to invite the rest of our people on stage to have them share the experience, to have you all meet them, at least for a little bit.
那在我们说了这么多之后呢，我们想要邀请我们剩下的4位成员上台，和大家分享一下他们对音乐的见解。
非常感谢思佳和 Michael 的分享。现在让我们有请其他4位 YPG 成员带来每个人不同的故事与视角。采访将会分为中文与英文分别进行。So the first question is for Yukiko. Most of us know Yale as a prestigious academic university. Could you tell us more about the Yale School of Music and why did you choose to study music at Yale?
Our teacher, Robert Bansas, is a very influential figure in the field of percussion, especially marimba, because of his contributions to our repertoire by commissioning many masterpieces for marimba. So I was very interested in studying with him, but it was a little bit hard for me to go abroad to study with him because I already had started to work in Japan, but I met him in Australia at marimba competition, and I was not only impressed by his performance, but also his passion towards growing our repertoire for marimba. The reason I chose to study Yale is, of course, I wanted to study with Professor Bansas, but also there are many renowned composers at Yale, and Yale also provides a very unique performance opportunity called New Music, New Heaven, which allows us to collaborate with student composers and performers. I would say it is very intimate and professional project because we are encouraged to interact with our colleagues and friends who we really know each other and deliver the best our talents to the musical ecosystem.
So it's a lot for your sharing. 非常感谢 Kiko 对于他在Yale学习的原因以及经历的分享。So the next question will be to Mingyu. So what is it like to study music as a major in Yale?
Studying music at Yale, I mean specifically talking about as percussionist at Yale School of Music, it is really intense, but it is definitely rewarding. We have a lot of lessons, rehearsals, chamber coachings, chamber rehearsals, and we have orchestra rehearsals and concerts. Of course, we have classes like music theory, music history, and all sorts of other music-related classes. And our schedule is pretty crazy and hectic, and for me, it was really hard to adjust to that fast tempo. But at some point, after I was able to adjust myself to that pace, I learned so much thing, and it's just so informative, and it's just very informative and good, yeah, I think. And it's very hectic, but it's beneficial and professional school. Yes, that's why I'm saying as the Yale School of Music as a student.
Yeah, thanks a lot. And can I ask, how long do you practice on average?
I have to reveal myself. Okay. On average, I try to practice at least 3 hours a day, but as I mentioned before in the previous question, the schedule is really crazy and hectic, and so we only have very limited time to practice our individual repertoire and for rehearsals. But so I had to learn how to practice in the most efficient way. So even if I have limited time, I can make use of time. I can improve something. So it was really beneficial for me, because in the professional world, as professional, like percussionists outside the school, the environment is very harsh, I would say, and we only have very limited time to practice, and so it was so good to practice how to practice very efficiently. So that's the answer, I guess.
Yeah, thanks a lot for sharing. 非常感谢明哥对于他的专业以及他在学校的课程以及他平时练习时长的一些介绍。So our next questions will be for Makana. What is the life of a musician to be in New Haven? And do you go to bars and clubs and enjoy some regular music like we do?
Yeah, of course. Of course, we are as busy as you just described. It's a very intense curriculum we have at the Yale School of Music. But living in New Haven and being very close to a cultural epicenter, which is New York City, I try my best to diversify the music and the activities that I participate in. So I definitely try to go and see jazz music. I try to go see music from other cultures, and all it does is really inspire me to play percussion and bring back some information and inspiration to chamber playing that we're going to be doing today.
Yeah, so do you consider yourself a jazz player or like a classical musician?
Oh, that's a super tough question, actually. I try not to put myself on any specific label. I'm a percussionist, someone who utilizes sticks or mallets to strike certain instruments, but I don't want to label myself any one specific type because it's really more inspiring and more rewarding to be able to go between being a classical musician or a chamber musician or a jazz musician and trying my absolute best to be a Latin musician or something of the sorts.
Yeah, thanks a lot for sharing on your hobbies and also your like musicals labels. So 非常感谢 Makana 对于他自己在不管是他自己平时的爱好，还是他在音乐生活中的爱好的介绍。那么下面的问题就是想要问一下 Jessie， 现在很多学生都选择出国读书，其中有很多学生像你一样在国外学习艺术。您可否也为我们观众去简单介绍一下在美国读书带给您的收获呢？
我在国外已经待了大约有5年了左右，然后，但其实在那之前，我有固定在暑假期间去参加一些音乐节，在美国，所以我其实从很早就感受到在美国读书跟在亚洲地区这边读书的一些差别。然后我觉得在美国那边的话，我个人的感受是，那边的环境非常鼓励你去成为一个个体，他们希望你能够激发自己的想象力，他们希望你能够提供不一样的资讯、不一样的想法。但是至少在我还在台湾的时候，我发现就是我只有办法接收资讯，我当然也可以做得很好，但我只能接收资讯。所以我觉得这是我在国外一个最大的收获，也有可能是很多像我一样出国学习的人会遇到一些不一样的变化。
好的，非常感谢。你觉得你在这个过程中有受到一些冲击或者挑战吗？
说冲击的话，我个人倒是没有，因为像我说的，我其实很早就有接触到国外那边比较不一样的教学方式，所以冲击的话，的确倒没有，就只是感受非常不一样。但我冲击这方面的话，可能对于一些就是在大学才出国的人来说的话，会比较大一些，相比我。
好的，非常感谢大家的分享。So thank you all so much for sharing with us your like different stars today. 然后让我们再次给各位分享者一些掌声鼓励。非常感谢。